I'm going to dive back into the Cosmic Starlight Society palette and a couple of the other products as well from the Starlight Society collection. Isn't that just amazing? It's a good quality box too. So in my last video, I used these two columns here. I'm going to use these two columns today, one look on each eye. Now these colors here are very much my usual. The mustard I use a lot, the warm caramel brown all the time. Obviously that's a base shade, and these shimmers are beautiful, but nothing that I normally wear. Then we have the purple row, and there is an extremely shifty shade here. It looks deep purple to you. To me, it looks copper or red. It's quite amazing. You can just start to see the shift there when I turn it. Right, so let's do that. And I'm also going to try the lip glosses from the collection on their own. So I've got my eye base on. I'm still using the Morphe Airplay Solo Artist. Is that the shade? That must be the shade. So this is their eye primer, shadow primer. Remarkably similar packaging to MAC Paint Pot. You don't get as much, but it is glass and really good for oilier lids. Some days I do find it a bit dry. So I'm going to go in with insets on this side. And I'm going to do it on the other side as well, because the second row, the purple row, doesn't have a neutralizing shade. So incense is a really dry patch of skin just there. Incense is going over both lids. And you can see it's very brightening, but that is its function. It's also neutralizing, as I said previously. Right, we're going to do the first column on this eye. So I'm going to go straight in with the mustard shade Celestial above the crease. You'll notice that I'm doing a thicker line in the outer third and thinning the line out as it comes towards the bridge of the nose. And I'm not trying to take it down too low. I'm trying to sort of bring it in here so that my eye is not as rounded as it naturally is, or as droopy as it naturally is. Bit of a cut crease moment there. Right, mixing Celestial with the incense, which is the original shade, and coming back down onto the mobile lid, but only about halfway in, and then opening my eye to have it meet the darker line. Needs a little bit more fading there. Yeah, that's brighter. That's what I wanted. So it's sort of like yolk. Egg yolk. I love it. I love yellow on my face. Anything orange, yellow, I love it. Not red, not as much, but orange and yellow I really do. Okay, I just wear that, you know, I'd be happy with that. So I'm going to go in now with, I'll grab a different brush. It's just a flat brush with the shade Patchwork, which is a beautiful caramel brown, still a matte. Tapping up to here. I'm taking it right up today because I'm going to blend it back. And you can see the angle that I've created there. Right, we're going to bring that down under the lower lash line to about the center. And I'm brushing that onto my upper lash line as well. I have tinted my lashes in the last 24 hours. Let's deepen that up a bit. Okay, so I put a bit of extra on there. Now I'm going to buff it ever so lightly. Like the brush is barely touching the skin here, because I want that shape to stay sort of a 1970s reference, if you will. I need more up there, don't I? Really going to pack it on now. That's better. That's better. So in the US, do you say caramel instead of what we say, which is caramel? I've heard that. I'm sorry about the coffee machine. Yeah, that reminded me to have a sip. Okay. I've just heard that and I went, are they saying caramel? Yes, they are. You must think that about what the words Australians use all the time, because we are very unique in our language use. It's the geographic isolation, I suppose. All right, I'm going to put the gold on now, which is called Trinkets. Now I'm going to use the flat brush. Okay, it's quite an emollient formula. I think there's a black base in there as well. Do I need to spray it? I don't think I do. Maybe I should have. Now, Cosmic Beauty never miss with their shimmer. They are always they're beautifully curated. Like, they don't put heaps of duochromes and multichromes in their palettes. But the formula that they have for their shimmers is excellent, excellent. I mean, there's a number of different formulas. And if you want to shine all night, Cosmic Beauty shimmers are most definitely your friend. They don't crease. That is one of the amazing things about them. And the impact is, they project beautifully, let's put it that way. I'm going to go in with that. I've just wiped that brush off and I'm going to go into the inner corner with the shade Stardust. I can see a little bit of fallout on my cheek as I look down. Don't fall on the floor, that would not be great. Holy moly. Look at that. That is crazy how shimmery that is. But not metallic. I mean metallic, but not glittery. That's what I meant to say. Oh wow, that is, I love it, I love it. I need depth out here though. I need depth out there. What can I use to deepen? All right, that's one thing. There is not a deep brown in here. So I'm going to mix Patchwork with a shade I've previously used called Drapes, which is a purpley brown. I don't think a black would have been out of place in this palette, because it's called Starlight Society. There is a deep blue, but that's not going to match so well with what I'm doing here. All right, I'm going to have to do something with the mascara liner situation. Okay, second column now, the purple column. I'm going to start with, let me get a clean brush. I'm going to start with the shade called Congratulations, which is a lavender. Okay. That's pretty, isn't it? So I've really put on a very sheer layer. You could keep building that up, building that up. I'm going to take it into the inner corner. Like that. That's beautiful. Right, now I'm going to add the deeper shade, Amethyst, which is still a matte. I just let the brush fall where it may up there on that hood where the bone is. So you can see it's really amplified the crease. I just had a message from Cosmic Beauty then. And now I'm going to deepen that there with a combo of Amethyst and the beautiful midnight blue called Bell Sleeves. Isn't that lovely? Right, let's go in with some more Bell Sleeves, which is the darkest shade. Well, it is the darkest shade in the palette. But it's still sheer enough that you can build it. You're not going to get this big dark blue line. There's a bit of fallout there. I am using a soft beloved BH brush, tapered crease brush. I wonder what will happen if I use a flatter brush. Let's see what sort of impact we're going to get. Or a stumpier brush, anyway. I've got this really flat, very fine Paris Tools brush. Okay, it's still quite sheer. You're not going to get a crazy blue line, which I appreciate because a colour this deep can be intimidating. Just had to stop filming for a second because there was something on my eyelid. I'm not entirely sure what it was. It could have been an insect that's flown towards the light and then got misguided to my face. I'm not sure. Anyway, that is the matte, which is beautiful. So you can see the gradient. And I just cleaned up a little bit there to give that wing, just with like a cotton pad with some eye makeup remover on it. Magic, magic. Okay. We're going to use the shimmers. Yes, we are indeed. These are super special. So this one, and I need a beautiful brush to do this with. Where's the flat brush? Okay, good, I've got my refer. I'm going to do this shade called Stained Glass. Oh my goodness, I can see the shift as I'm sweeping it onto the brush. Let's see what happens. I'm seeing gold, red, purple. How do you do that? How do you do that, Cosmic Beauty? This is emollient again, which is why I didn't spray it. Look, can you see? Can you start to see a shift? Maybe I'll need to look down. Wow, that is the most incredible deep purple. And I thought I'd never find a purple like the BH formula ever again, but there you are. I'm going to go onto the inner corner with Mood Ring, which looks like it's a more glittery texture and a bluer tone. Yes, there's the blue. Wow, that's still really dark. So there's a black base in there. It's not a sheer base, folks, just letting you know. Now I'm going to turn my brush back over and make them merge. Oh wow. Take the brush onto the lower lash line. Run it sideways. Wow. Whoa, a little bit of glitter there. Okay, so now I'm going to need to shear out the inner corner a little bit. Let me just clean off my brush, my blending brush a bit to get some of the darkness off. I might dip back into, congratulations was that lavender shade. I never said that, I don't think I said that. So I'm just going to soften that edge. That's better. Wow, that's very bright. I'm going to dip into another column in the palette and get some Starlight Beauty because I want lightness in there. I think that's perfect with that purple rose. That's from the blue column, Starlight Beauty. Yes. There's just a hint of greenish yellow there, which I think is the right shift. Yep, that's it. That's what I wanted. I might put a pop of that just there as well between the, what shade? Stained Glass and Mood Ring. All right, a little bit more. There's barely anything on my finger. Yeah, that's right. That's what I wanted. That's good. Just a very ever so subtle tap there. All right. I'm going to use the blushes from last year's set. This is a favourite. This is from last year's Christmas set, which I still love. That's the shade Nutmeg. I don't know if they do them as a regular thing. These are cream blushes, high quality. And this is, I was going to give that shade away, but I'm glad I didn't. Merry. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Right, so I still try to keep the acetate on them so that they don't dry out. Being cream shadows, there's always that chance. Okay, let's put it on with my finger. Now, I did put my foundation on with my hands today. And that makes a difference to the impact, the application of it. Speaking of impact, it's quite impactful, isn't it? Which was initially why I thought, oh no, I can't have that one. But once you put the powder on, and to be honest, this foundation doesn't really need to be powdered down on me. It's fine. Remember, I'm doing makeup that will last all night because you're going to a Christmas party, aren't you? Yes, you are. Unlike me, who is going to be away for both of the places that I work, the schools that I work at. They're having their Christmas, one's having their Christmas party when I'm in Perth, and one's having their Christmas party when I'm in Sydney. So I'm not going to either. And my husband's work, they had their Christmas party back in July. They did a Christmas in July thing, which I thought made perfect sense because by the time you've gone through, you know, the Christmas party routine, and the work that he does is just so intense. It's so intense. It's really fast, you know, a lot of work in a short space of time, and then it dies off in the winter, which made perfect sense to have their Christmas party then. So they did, and they all enjoyed it. Now I didn't go. There was a reason why I don't think I was here for that either. So yeah. Anyway, I have a fairly short social battery, so it kind of suits me, you know, sometimes not to go to because more is more in my world, I'm going to go back in with the Essence Bloom Light Blush Lighter, which is stunning, stunning. Everything about it is stunning. Now the Natasha Denona blush, you're probably thinking, why did you use a cool tone blush over that cream shadow? Because precisely for that reason, I wanted to tone down some of the pink warmth, coral pink warmth in it. And then I wanted to bring some life back with this beautiful product. It is amazing. It's like, if it was in better packaging, Dior could sell that, couldn't they? And they probably do. Oh, yes. That's really good. That's what I wanted. Right, let me go and fix up my hair. There's so much in this collection, I forgot to use the highlighters. Okay. I'm going to go in with Starlight. Yeah, that's pretty similar to that shadow that's there, isn't it? Pretty similar. Let's put a little bit up here. Cute. Yes, I like that. And the Moonbeam, let's use some of that. No. Yeah, right, let's use some of that there. Finger. Not that that area needed that, but okay. I'll put some of that under there as well. It's a little bit chunky. I didn't want to put more of the Sunbeam, even though I adore that. Oh, damn it, I'm going to put some on. Because, you know, 3 layers of highlight, why not? Love it, love it, love it. Well, I put, am I game enough? Because purple on my face like that, purple is a lot for me. I'm going to leave it at that. That's enough. It's way too much of everything, I know. But I'm showing you. I am showing you how to do some fun makeup and how impactful these things really are. I keep saying lip gloss, but they're actually lip oils, although they feel like a gloss to me. So I used them over the top of the liquid lip in the last video. I had some trouble getting them out. And I wanted to show you what they look like on their own on my lip, not just as a swatch. So I'll put this one on first, and this shade is Ritual. Oh, it feels so good. It's super comfortable. Let's try the other one. This is Spellbound. Now I'm going to shake this because it's got beautiful glitter in it. And I have put concealer back on my lips. The other one tastes like strawberry. This one's blueberry. Can you tell I'm loving concealer lips? Being back in. That looks so broody, doesn't it? It's so fun. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a few photos and then I'll do the outro. Hopefully it works this time. So here's the finished look. The collection I love overall. The gel eyeliners I do not love, but that's all right. We can't always love everything. Having said that, did I waste my money on the collection? No. The amount of products that I got that I really, really like, it represents good value. In Australia, obviously things are dearer. This comes direct from the UK, this brand. You can't buy them on Amazon, which I also really like. And I think I've said this before, but this is the brand, their products, their color stories, the way that they put the thought into their creations. This is as close to BH Cosmetics as I think I'm going to get in the modern era. And you know how much I've missed BH Cosmetics. A lot, yes. So don't sleep on the collection. If you want to get it, it will sell out. How much did I pay? I didn't pay any shipping because I ordered over, you know, the dollar or the pound amount to get this collection. And it was here, it took about 3 weeks to get from the UK. So if you ordered it now, it would be here in time for Christmas. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like these. Now that is not the eyeshadow, that is the eyeliner crumbling off. I hope you like these looks. I think it's amazing. I think that over time, over the next few hours, this would settle down even further. And the fact that I'm wearing 2 different eyes wouldn't even be jarring. Well, not to me anyway. Have a great day and I will talk to you again soon. I've got so many videos to make, folks, and I'm really looking forward to an opportunity to do that. I have masses of spring empties, like it's literally overflowing onto the floor at this point. My husband keeps tripping over and he's like, can we please do something about that laundry basket full of junk? Yes, I'm getting onto that. I have my makeup empties, but that will be next month. That will be before Christmas. I'll do that, or maybe just after Christmas. No, I'll do it before Christmas. And what else do I have to do for you? Oh, I want to do another roundup of all the things that I've got this year. There's some stuff I haven't even shown you yet. Also talk to you about my Project Pan, which is my samples and minis. How am I going with that? Short answer to that, pretty well. And yeah, there's like at least 4 videos that I'm yet to make before the end of the year. So I hope you hang with me. Please share this video. Please ask your friends to subscribe. I'd really love to get to 500 if I can, 500 subscribers. And I will talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.